Previously on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm SimonOuma and I'm here with Minnevolved.
Heyo! How's it going, everybody? We are about to take on trial number 2.
Gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah, it's been a while since our last recording as well, so I forget pretty much everything we did last time, like all of the bits of information that we gathered. So I'm kind of riding on bits and pieces of information that I have from videos that I've watched in the past. Yeah, and that's
I've got
kind
you
of
covered.
it. So I'm riding off of that, and Simon, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's not waste any time, shall we? This trial's gonna take us quite a while, I imagine, so...
Yeah.
Oh, it's
We'll
not
need
even
to
letting
set
me
our skills too. We got a couple to
Oh
add.
yeah, that's right. Alright, well, let's see what everybody's got to say before anything. Oh, hi. Jeez.
So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm the blind one. We're the blind ones, not
Yeah,
you.
we are blind.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
That's so mean. That's so
You
mean.
really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nutjob? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Oh, is she still in, like, her room?
Yeah, she like barricaded herself in there. She hasn't come out.
Gotcha. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. That must be an image. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible.
Phew.
So, now everyone's here, right? Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a couple minutes, Monokuma. I got people to talk to.
Yep. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Like, do you even
Chihiro.
care?
He don't care, but he wants to get this game going, you know?
Yeah, true.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Well then. Who shall we start? You know what? Let's go left to right here.
You ready? We doing?
We doing this. What's up, Sakura?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such a heinous act on a weaker individual. Oh, Kyoko's just like hiding back there.
Shall we go?
Shall we begin?
Alright, not a lot to say this time. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro?
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Is Celeste 2D to you? Is that how that works in your head? I'm confused. It's fine. We're not gonna question it.
On.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Speaking of Toko. Okay, no words there. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Oh, hang on. Kino's hiding. There we go.
I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one.
You were trying to make sure Toko was okay. You're a good person.
I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you.
Why is that up to me, though? We're all in this together.
Because I make you do all the work since, you're not talented.
I mean, wow. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's
Hey,
true.
girl.
Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop, speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds, deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation until finally it came to a sudden stop. Here we go.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Oh no.
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Huzzah! Oh, okay. We're gonna say no. Where's my... Oh, right. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's do some skills, shall we?
Two.
What's up?
We should have two.
We should... Okay. Oh, right. It's on this side. Got it. Okay. So we got cheat code. What is that? Oh, it says it right
The
here.
time limit doesn't decrease, even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Effective during the non-stop debate, costs 2 SP. Skill points.
Got you. And we have... 13?
Algorithm. Well,
Okay. Okay. I mean, that feels like it would be extremely helpful, but also really OP.
yeah, that's a pretty good one I like to use.
I'm kind of here for that one, to be honest.
Yeah, that was Chihiro's like final one. And
Yes.
then we have algorithm.
Increases the speed of... Hold on. Memorizing a statement. Effective during the non-stop debate. What is that? I'm confused
You
by
haven't done that yet. You'll get the tutorial for that in this trial. It just, you hold the firing button
Oh,
to,
okay.
like, catch a statement, and then you have to shoot it at another statement. So this gives you longer time to hold the button to pick up a statement.
Interesting. I don't... Okay. And then we have Melodious Voice, which is a thing we already have going. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we got the points, we might as well just use them.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. How do I get out of this again?
The back button?
Oh, got it. Got it. We can look at our truth bullets and stuff. I think I'm just gonna wing it. Is it gonna be chaos? Yes. But
Fair
fuck
enough.
it. Let's do it. We're gonna embrace it. Here we go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Hooray! First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the final blow. Okay, then. We got one. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Or Chihiro.
Okay, so it's either... It's either the one where they talk about the head wound or the one where they mention the pipe. It might be the pipe.
Yeah, it should be. I think.
Cause our thing is the dumbbell, so it's like, oh, it was the pipe. No, actually, it was this kind of thing, you know?
There you go.
That's what I'm thinking. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a blood stain on it. Yeah.
Chihiro's
How do
fatal
I
injury. It
speed this up
appears
again?
It was a head wound.
Wrong button.
According to the
I don't know.
Monokuma file, the
I don't
killer
remember what
used
the
a
other button
Escape will
was.
tell you the
instrument.
buttons.
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I don't feel
I
like
bet it was
looking
an
it up.
iron pipe.
That one.
Interesting.
Oh, I missed it? Aw,
That
screw
certainly
you.
would
Yeah.
make for a powerful
Was it-
weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Wait. Okay, fine. I'll look at what button it was. Where am I at? Alright. Back to the action then.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Dude!
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Oh, I fucked up.
Poor Chihiro.
I spammed it. Oops.
You might want to use the the concentration. That comes
I
up to slow it
intended
down.
so here's the thing, is that's what I intended to do.
Chihiro's. It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a... What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Where is it? No, there it is. Fucking barely made it. Wow. Not doing great today.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Correct.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
What were we supposed to do?
If you don't mind, I will
What are you
proceed
supposed to
from
do in
here.
an investigation?
Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
To you, maybe.
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debate. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the thing you were talking about.
Would you like to hear more?
Yeah, probably should. Absolutely, yes.
For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. I probably don't have to worry about this, actually. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines. So think of them as obstacles in your debate.
Okay, I think I get it.
But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way.
Yeah, we have the skill for that. I assume.
Well, this is the silencer, but I don't think you have to worry about it.
Okay, press the right
Press the
mouse
right mouse
button.
button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise.
Okay, fair enough.
However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out.
Interesting.
Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all.
Which I believe is
So
what
yeah,
we have,
we
so
have-
you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just important to read anyway. You know? Alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
No need to worry about this then.
In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you.
Works for me.
Well then, good luck and have fun.
Good fun, have luck. Alrighty. Beautiful. Genocide Jack. Case file. Okay.
Case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Nah, it's a little too...
That's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Yep.
No, that's wrong.
That one was pretty... that one was pretty
easy.
blatant.
No one
Yeah.
reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Technically, Byakuya did, but you know.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
That's my question.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Indeed.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No.
My guy.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Okay. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Right,
Where the murder took place, how the victim was positioned, the bloody message left behind.
it would... I mean, they pretty much gave it away.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
And us.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Or
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
bruh.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukada.
No fucking mercy, this guy.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Wow. Byakuya, though.
Yeah, here we go.
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand. I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? We're gonna get deep into the
Yep.
just
Here it is.
Oh, this is happening now? Oh.
It is, yeah.
Oh, I hate it. Okay. Where is... we need... Oh, I need... okay. Is that... okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Hold on. Wait. There it is. Got it. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I despise that.
Yeah,
Is it
I
because
think that's like a
Genocide Jack
translation
has a split
thing.
personality?
It's a combination of that and an outdated, disparaging term.
That too.
So, yeah, it's not the best.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh,
Which is a
okay.
real thing, they just
But
do not portray it
still,
proper.
Go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Okay. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed, she arrived late, or she fainted.
She fainted.
Which, none of this is how that works. Oh, okay. Nope, I'm gonna... Jeez, okay. Well, I can say, but it's not quite. Fainting by itself isn't proof. Oh. Okay, so it wasn't that?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Shoot!
Rip? Okay. I mean, I guess it would be the first one then.
I got it!
Alright.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
We got there. Game.
That's
Game.
right.
There we go.
Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She had her tongue hanging out and everything.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
Discord does not like that laugh.
Of course it doesn't. He must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top lining and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once
I
she
don't blame her
regained
for being
consciousness
defensive,
and
though.
saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Why did she tell him,
said,
though? Like,
a
I get that
murderous
she's
fiend
obsessed with
lived
him.
within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Does she like them?
And that trepidation is what's
Yeah,
caused
but-
her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
This just
You
makes me
said
hate
that
him
as
even
long
more.
as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Yeah, he's such a
But in
douchebag.
spite
He's
of that
a
promise,
massive dick.
Yep.
Wow. Can't just out people like that, bro. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Dude.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second,
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
hello.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality!
Is it
What
though?
if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
That is a great laugh.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
they're having a time up there, aren't they?
Yeah, she's something.
Like, goddamn. This is the Murderous Fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Disagree.
Kidding again?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Nah.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
She's fucking nuts, but I love her personality.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Yeah, she's pretty fun.
She's kind of amazing. Oh. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Here we go. Let's see. Status of the dead. Okay, took me a little bit.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
That was the one, huh?
Give it up.
Yep.
You killed her.
Okay. Okay, I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill.
You say that, but
Perhaps if you had an an alibi.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong.
Nailed it.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's a big difference.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Ooh, yeah, that would be rough.
No creation of mine.
Chef Boyardee is a guilty
Let
pleasure,
me
though.
rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There are indeed. Okay. There's one clear difference between the two murders. Okay. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
The victim's fatal injury, the style of the bloody message.
Well, I would think they're talking about the injuries, because... Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Next time on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc...
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
I did not expect him to end up with that
Word,
nickname.
You really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.